Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This your boy Bangful B of the Lassiter Factor, and I am back with another movie collection video. Today, I'm running down all the movies I own that start with the letter Q and R. I'm condensing two letters together because I only got but 5 movies that start with the letter Q, which would make for a relatively short video. So I just decided to combine those two letters together in one video. So let's get into it. First up, for the letter Q, I have Queen of the Damned. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. This was her second film ever, along with Romeo Must Die. And I know the critics weren't too kind to this movie, as well as some fans, especially the ones of Interview with the Vampire, which I've never seen, nor have I seen the show. I am going to sit down and watch all of that at some point, but this one has a nostalgic place in my heart, not just for Aaliyah, but I just love the whole vampire lore and vibe that this movie had. I used to watch this all the time on HBO. Another one I used to watch on HBO and Cinemax back in the day, so of course I had to get that on Blu-ray. Next is Queen and Slim, one of my favorite movies of the year. It came out. Such a heartbreaking ending, but such an excellent film. And last, for the letter Q, I have A Quiet Place Part 2, and A Quiet Place Day 1. I heard that there is A Quiet Place Part 3 coming out next year. Real excited for that, but these movies overall, I like them, especially that first one, so innovative. And now we go to the letter R, starting with Rambo. This box set right here includes the first 4 films, Rambo Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, of course, I have Last Blood. I remember I watched all these movies for the first time a few years ago and enjoyed some more than others. But I think that last film isn't as bad as everyone made it out to be. Next is what I think is now a Pixar classic, and that is Ratatouille. Then I have one of, if not my favorite, Jamie Foxx performance, and that is Ray Charles himself, in one of my favorite music biographical films right here. Such an amazing film. I have one of the underrated Spielberg joints, and that is Ready Player One. I have Quentin Tarantino's first film, Reservoir Dogs, which of course I had to get on Blu-ray, even though it's not particularly one of my favorites, but it's still an excellent film and good to own, especially if you're a Quentin Tarantino fan. One of the underrated DreamWorks films from back in the day when DreamWorks is still doing hand-drawn animation, and that is The Road to El Dorado, which is definitely one, like The Prince of Egypt, I am hoping to upgrade to Blu-ray at some point, but severely underappreciated DreamWorks film right here. Next is one of my favorite Denzel Washington films and one of my favorite football films of all time, and that is Remember the Titans. I've had this DVD for a very, very long time, and one that I hope to upgrade to Blu-ray one day. Next is the movie that earned Leonardo DiCaprio an Oscar, and that is The Revenant, or the one where he got graped by a bear, as everyone jokingly says about this movie, but still an excellent film. Alejandro Inarritu, his second best film in my opinion, the one shot, and it was all outside and used natural lighting. Such a great film. This right here is a comfort Disney movie of mine, and that is Robin Hood. This is a childhood favorite of mine, and yeah. Next, let's talk about RoboCop. I have the original RoboCop and the RoboCop remake. Even though it's not as good as the original, I thought it was quite good. I do not own any of the sequels because I think the sequel sucks, but I can understand anybody that likes them. Next, I have the Rocky box set right here, which has all 6 Rocky films right here. Adrian! I must break you. I pity the fool. Next is one of my favorite films of last year, and that is Roofman. Such a good Channing Tatum performance right here, and it's one of those bizarre true crime stories that I was just floored by how bizarre it is. Next is one of my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movies, and probably my favorite, what's his name? Damn, I'm blanking on his name. Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. I remember I watched this in high school for the first time and was just amazed by how good of an adaptation of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet this is. It's such a good modern take on it. Next, and hopefully they upgrade to Blu-ray one day, I have the Rugrats movie trilogy. Rugrats the first movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. Rugrats in Paris, I think, is the best of these 3 movies. It wasn't just a good Rugrats movie, it's a good movie, period. So Yep. And finally is one that I actually got out of Walmart not too long ago, and that is the Rush Hour trilogy, which I'll admit I have not sat down and actually watched. I haven't seen any of these movies, so I just bought this so that when I am ready to sit down and watch this trilogy, hey, I already have it. So those are all the movies I own that start with the letter Q and R. What did you think of those picks? Do you own any of those picks? Let me know in the comments section below. This is your boy Bankful B of The Last Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.